I'm just happy we stayed short of the longest 9-inning game in Petco Park history, I guess. You hear things when you watch it on TV that you don't normally hear, so you learn those kind of things.
What was your beef there, Andy? What was your
Well, long as I've been around anybody on staff, I don't think anybody's ever seen a reverse of a reversal. I think was kind of where the frustration was on my part. Not to mention, he came back out to argue a balk, which should have been an immediate ejection. Shouldn't even have been his opportunity to have any other say at that point in time. As far as the rules are concerned, you can't come out on the field and argue a balk. First time they're explaining their reversal, that's fine. After that, you're arguing for a balk. That should be an automatic ejection on his part, not me getting ejected. So I had a beef on that part, too. That was a little frustrating. And then couple that with the fact that the feeling was they reversed it based on his input coming back out, who's, I'm guessing, talked to his video guy, which it's not reviewable. So, like, the way that all played out right there, I let somebody else draw their own conclusions, but it's not the way it's supposed to play out.
Have you ever seen a balk reversed once, just once?
Yeah, I think I have. I think where people have made a mistake and they've gotten it right. You give people the opportunity. If I'm on either side of the equation, like, you give them an opportunity to reverse it. But to reverse a reversal is a different thing altogether. It kind of says, like, the information they had when they talked the first time, they weren't allowed to go to a monitor, so information shouldn't have changed. So you would hope that when they get together the first time, they'd get the call the way they wanted to get it.
How is Corey doing?
His quad is tweaked at this point in time. We're going to evaluate him again in the morning and get a full understanding of where he is. It wasn't when I'm watching on TV, I'm thinking maybe it's a hand or a wrist the way he went down, but he tweaked his quad running down the line. Didn't cause him to fall or anything. He basically dove to try to get there, and we're just going to have to look at him in the morning.
Do you think your ejection fired players up?
I don't know. It's not necessarily like I'm not trying to do some master plan to fire people up. I'm just genuinely outraged at the chain of events that occurred as they occurred. So it was my job to do that, and my responsibility to kind of advocate on behalf of my team. They took some good swings. Clearly, when Mark McGwire's managing, they hit home runs. So.
What do you think of the overall job Big Mac did?
Did great. Did great. Now, he's got a great pitching coach there in Darren Balsley. They navigated the game very well together. They had a lot they had to work through in that situation. We kind of thinned our bench early with Spangenberg's injury, and he worked through it very, very well. Did a great job.
Rosales, that home run, what'd you see and what'd you think about him getting around the bases like that?
I've seen him get around the bases like that before. It seems to make SportsCenter every time he hits a home run. He gets around quick. It's a quick highlight at least. But that was way back. Tried to clear the building, and it was a great swing for us. All those swings were great swings for us. It was a big game for us.
Where did you spend your time watching the game?
Sitting on my desk. Had some company in there, venture into the training room, check on some guys, and back in, kind of paced a lot more. You get to be a lot more animated when you're inside. You don't have to, be reserved at all.
Yeah, you were pretty animated when you were out.
Yeah, did you get to actually watch the replay and see yourself?
They showed it about 40 times on Fox Sports, just a few times. So I saw those. I haven't been through Twitter or anything like that. I'm trying to stay away from that.
Were you impressed?
Yeah, what was your assessment of your performance?
I'll leave that to you all.
Where'd you get that cap move? Is that on a loop and out?
I suppose it felt right. I suppose it just felt right.
Did you appreciate Big Mac going out there, kind of leading you back to the dugout?
Big Mac's strong. I mean, I haven't had his paw on me before, but I understand what I guess Matt Williams and Kirk Gibson felt like in that brawl a few years back. I was done when he put his hand on me. That's a strong man.
Is Emery still okay? It's kind of odd switch.
Yeah, he's a little bit in the hamstring. The guy gives us everything he has. Tried to stay in that game as long as he could. I know there was some talk about why he didn't score from second base. He gave absolutely everything he could, and it was best to kind of get him out and protect him at that point in time. We don't think it's a DL or anything with him. It's just given Spangenberg's chain of events and what happened there, we wanted to take care of him at that point in time.